is a Sarah couple today here at CPAC 2010 with Brett McMahon. And I will let him talk to us a little bit about union building and tell us what his background is.
Sure, thank you. I'm here on behalf of Associated Builders and Contractors. I'm a concrete contractor by trade from Illinois, concrete construction based right outside of DC in Bethesda, Maryland. And we are here looking for people who help us support a pushback against the current administration and the current Congress that is so preferential to organized labor to the exclusion of the 85.5% of us who are non-union in construction. And a lot of people don't realize how low the percentage of union construction actually is.
Okay, now
14.5% nationwide.
I'm from Pennsylvania. What do you see happening in Pennsylvania that we can be lobbying against or talking about?
We have seen a number of these union-only project labor agreements being put on state construction things. There's a jail in, I can't remember the name of the township, Benner Township?
I'm near Philadelphia.
Okay, we see that happening. We're seeing a lot of union preference stuff on state procurement, and then on the federal side. President Obama, about a little over a year ago now, signed a federal executive order that requires union-only construction on anything over $25 million procured by the federal government. So,
wow, and that just destroys small business or destroys big business.
We're already at 24.7% unemployment nationwide in my industry. It's going to go higher, and with the lack of capital for private investment and frankly the lack of need for private investment, not so much lack of capital as nobody's adding employees, so nobody's building new space. There's a lot of vacant space, so new construction is going to suffer for that. And so taking this market share, the only one that exists really, off the table for almost 9 out of 10 construction workers is particularly hard hitting at this time.
Wow.
And we've seen everything from their exemption in the proposed health care bill to the very special treatment that the Senate has chosen for construction. Senator Merkley from Oregon changed the threshold for the small business exemption on health care for my industry only. Everybody else, the exemption begins at 50 employees. If you have more than 50 employees, you have to provide employer-paid-for health care. Construction, they dropped it to 5.
Why did they do that? That's
because the labor unions wanted it.
Destructive.
Well, labor unions cannot compete in a marketplace. They're not able to. So what they attempt to do is, through legislation, change the marketplace to match them, so that because they can't compete in a free market, and it's literally just become impossible for them. They are so heavily burdened by all these rules and legacy costs that are literally collapsing them. Their pension funds are so massively underfunded. I'm talking about the private ones are collapsing weekly now. That they have to do something, or they will survive. They will disappear.
Wow.
They're only 7.2% of the private workforce anymore.
I'm sure they're so grateful to have you here, standing up for them, giving them a voice.
Well, it's there's 20+ thousand member companies BBC nationwide, and we have some really phenomenal heart and soul chapters in Pennsylvania where they feel the brunt of this in almost the more old school way. A lot of us are worried about pens and paper. They're still worried about axe handles and car bombs and things. So it's a little bit more of a front line up there, and God bless them for standing up against it. It's tougher to do. So anything we can do, we're happy to.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview. These are great. We're going to put it on our blog and let the world see it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.